Hello everyone, Chuckles here. Day one of AFM 2019 over and done with. It was a lot less eventful than I thought it was going to be, or rather that I had planned for. Uh, there's, I've kind of been sort of trying to figure out the whole when the most stuff is happening at the AFM, because the first time I was here, I came for the last 3 days, and people were saying, "Oh, the first 3 days is where the real money is." Came for the full week. Was here with Amanda. We personally got a lot done on that first day. The stuff that Amanda and I got done on that first day is what led to all the stuff that happened so far with Yoyaku Yokai. So I was anticipating that the first day would be the best time to bring Amanda and Nikki over so that we could do more stuff. But I don't know if it was... Because Amanda was saying too that it seems that this year there's fewer people, at least than there was... I didn't go last year, but 2 years ago it seemed like there were far more people. And I don't know if, because it seemed to us that there was a lot more happening on the first day as well, but that might have just been that we knew exactly what to do, who we were having a meeting with and whatnot, and that took up a lot of time, and we were doing a whole lot of other things aside from that. So it might have just been that we happened to be able to schedule a whole lot of things on the first day as opposed to a lot happening on the first day. But it does seem like a lot more conferences and workshops, which we will be attending, are happening later in the week too. I mean, there was only one today, just orientation, which I have never gone to for the AFM. Never gone to orientation. It was really good. It's kind of touching on certain aspects of what you get on the website. Because if you go onto the AFM website and it will say how to work the AFM, and it's basically for people who are wondering, like, how do I do this? How do I, as a producer, get my films out there, talk to companies, do this kind of thing? It lists in detail how to do it. It's a very nice resource. The AFM website tells you how to work the AFM. And orientation was basically that, not in such detail, but certain things going into more detail, like the role of a producer and how to approach specific, like how to think about what companies you need to talk to and what companies will be best for your film and things of that nature. I believe he's the head of the IFTA and therefore or maybe just the president of the AFM. Either way, I will, since I'm not posting this immediately, I will cut in later with exactly who the guy is. Jonathan Wolfe, Managing Director of the American Film Market and Executive Vice President of the Independent Film and Television Alliance. So he was giving this whole presentation, and it was really good information, and I actually got to talk to him a bit afterwards, ask him a couple follow-up questions, specifically because I asked him about acquisitions, because acquisitions is something that I heard a lot my first time coming here back in 2015. I didn't hear that a lot this year, and that is because I found out from him that it's like acquisitions means several different things, and the way to think about these companies is basically they are sales companies, or they are distribution companies, but those terms are kind of interchangeable. So I also got to ask him about something that I was wondering, because I'm at this AFM, I am talking to people about getting distribution and funding. And obviously funding would be the best, but getting distribution ahead of time would mean it would be an easier task getting funding if they see you already have distribution. Of course, if you already have distribution, then investors will be like, "Oh, I see you have distribution. Well, then but we'll see how it goes." Either way, the fact that I already have APIE, Asia Pictures Entertainment Inc., on board for the Japan side of things is going to make it much easier talking to anyone. But when I actually meet with people, because that's the thing, I scheduled no meetings. I tried to, but no one was interested in having meetings on the very first day. So now I'm thinking that from now on, I should schedule, like, if anyone's going to be here on a day badge, I should have them come the third day, because it seems like the third day will give a nice buffer for like people want to meet on the third day. More stuff is happening in terms of conferences and that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm thinking now. So again, it's all like, when is the best time to do this or that? Another thing that we learned about in the orientation was that it's best to just talk to companies initially, like just get to know them a little bit in the first couple of days, and after that is when you want to start scheduling meetings with them. And as it turns out, that's when I have meetings scheduled, so go figure. Other than the orientation, there was nothing much to do. We went to a screening, as I did with Amanda when she came. We went to a screening of, this time it was the thing that happened to make the cover of Screen International, Cosmoball. In the trailer, the trailer that they have for it in the listing, when you can, again, on the AFM website, you can look at trailers for a list of screenings, and there are trailers for a lot of them. The trailer for it was called Spaceball. Not Spaceballs, Spaceball. I think Cosmoball is a much nicer name, and it's less confusion for people who are fans of Spaceballs. This is a Russian film, a Russian sci-fi film. I had planned to see another Russian sci-fi film, but there was some confusion. I didn't realize that it was in a different theater. We went to the ArcLight. Coma, which is the Russian sci-fi film that I wanted to see, was playing at AMC. And there was another Russian sci-fi film getting advertised on the bus as we went over there. So Russian sci-fi is big this year, it seems like. Cosmoball is better than I thought it was going to be, because I saw the trailer and I wanted to see it, because good or bad, it just looked absolutely insane, which it is. But it's actually, the trailer made it just very chaotic, and like all kinds of stuff is happening with like CG people and live action people and like weird cartoony robots and like all kinds of stuff that just, it looked like the trailer didn't really do the best job at conveying the story. It looked just bonkers. And watching the film, it's actually a lot more coherent than I thought it was going to be. A lot of stuff is happening. A lot of information is coming at you all over the place. But as long as you're paying attention, you can follow it pretty nicely. And it's weird and it's kooky, and some of the ways in which they deal with the dynamics between different characters are just like odd, but it's pretty good, I have to say. So besides those two things, there was not much to do except to talk amongst ourselves, to go and we walked around the Lowe's, just like I did my first time here, and just observed all the companies that were here. And then at the end of the day, Nikki got a whole bunch of photos of us. I was like, okay, Nikki's the director now. So she took us to all these different places and got promo shots of us talking to each other in this location, in that location, from this angle, from that angle. So now we have the footage from Spencer and the photos from Nikki, all of which will be a part of the press kit and will be going up on the website, which I'm going to finally get online after this week. So then we went to the lobby of the Lowe's, and as we were there, the guys from APIE showed up. Gen Tarada, the president of APIE, and Ishikawa. Atsushi Ishikawa. I always forget. I'm good with Japanese names, but that one is a little hard to remember. Atsushi Ishikawa, the head producer. Gen, of course, instantly recognized me, like, oh, hey, it's you guys! And of course, we're going to meet with them tomorrow. We already squared that away. So finally, Amanda and Nikki got to meet them. So then after Nikki was done taking all of her photos, which of course are going to be promotion for the website for Afro Pictures, then we just said goodnight, and that was it. Again, I wish that I had, it's my fault. It's not really fault is the wrong word, but it's like I was anticipating that more would be happening for us on the first day than actually happened. Yesterday and the day before, I was getting responses for like, hey, I can meet on this day, and like, oh, come here, and blah, 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 and plus all the conferences and everything like that. So that's it for today. And now, again, this is a brief video because now I'm going to get back into emailing and researching more of the companies that we went by today, and hopefully scheduling some more meetings. So, and then of course preparing for tomorrow and preparing for Miyuki-san being with us. And it's exciting because Miyuki is doing double duty right now. She is one of the people in charge of the Asian World Film Festival. I believe that's what it's called, AWFF, Asian World Film Festival. She's in charge of promotion or something having to do with it, and also she has a documentary actually in the festival called American Geisha Modern. And so Spencer and I are going to attend that screening as VIP guests. So we're also going to be introduced to the Asian World Film Festival, so that'll be fun. And hopefully make some connections from that too. That will be on Sunday, yes, Sunday the 10th. But tomorrow, meeting with Miyuki and APIE, and some other stuff that I'm going to have to figure out, and then the rest of the meetings for the rest of the week. So for now, I'm going to get back into it. So that's it for tonight.